Hello, my name is Ryan Valla and I'm going to speak about the aspect of internet communications and how this new phenomenon, relatively new phenomenon of the internet has changed our society. And I'm going to touch on two topics. The way that it changed our relations and culture, and I'm going also to touch upon the aspect of how this technology refined surveillance in our society. First of all, I would like to say that the internet has managed to turn the tables and it changed our existence upside down. This is because today the internet is our preferred medium of choice in everything that we do. Buy a pizza, share a moment with our friend, share a picture, whatever we do, we choose to use social media platforms and the internet. So it revolutionized the way that we communicate in our modern era. One must note that the internet, I've been reading some articles on this, that the internet wasn't intended to perform this function in our society. It has been revolutionized. First, it was just a medium, a network designed for a few individuals to transfer messages from one person to another. However, today, and this is the first change, is that due to this revolution, today everyone, or basically most of the people in the world, have access to the internet, and they've been transformed into commentators, publishers, and creators. And this is easy to see. For example, you could easily go on a website, on a newspaper website, and leave your comments online. All of a sudden, you're a public commentator because everyone is reading your comments, everyone has the access to reply and form up a discussion online with people sometimes you don't even know. This technology managed to change the way we connect socially and the way we engage culturally. The hashtag meant nothing before. Today, it has become a cultural phenomenon. It's basically a new discourse. Everyone uses it online, marketing campaigns, football teams, they all use the hashtag online to try and convey their message. So it has changed the way we communicate together. The emergence of the internet, in my opinion, managed to break the barriers also of time and space. A person today could easily connect with other people around the world in real time. And this has changed the way that we connect socially as well. For example, a person could have an interest in a particular kind of music. He would go on Facebook, search a particular group, and all of a sudden he's connected to a wide global audience that have the same tastes as he have. In the past, no one had the faculty to be able to do this kind of thing. One must know that with the emergence of Web 2.0, as it is known, we witnessed the fostering of social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, mobile applications such as WhatsApp as well. And these applications managed to create another kind of community, to say the least. Today, we are living in two communities, the virtual one, which is on the internet, and in inverted commas, the traditional community that was always in place. But the question arises. A lot of persons ask that today we are digitally connected, but did this phenomenon of the internet manage to socially disconnect us? I was reading some articles published by sociologists and even psychologists that the technology, this evolution of the internet, also has its implications on individuals and also on society at large. Just to bring up one point of what I read, is that social media platforms, such as the use of Facebook, managed to create a situation where an individual can go there and he would portray an image of himself the way he likes it, the way that he would want others to see him. The reason why people do this is very simple. In inverted commas, they want to be liked. They want to attract public attention. Attention is one of the core human needs, and the social media platforms on the internet manage to foster this kind of necessity for individuals. The problem, however, is that other individuals, when people are connected to each other, might not realize exactly to whom they are speaking, because they would get an image that would not be true in reality. And according to certain psychologists, relationship bonds would be destroyed once the persons realize that the other individuals that they are speaking to are not the same persons that they are actually speaking to online. And according to them, this might cause anxiety. So on a micro scale, when it comes to communications, this type of phenomenon on the internet also has its implications, to say the least. And this could be problematic for our society. However, one can also provide a critique for this argument. Today, you could easily go on Facebook Messenger, just to bring an example. You start sharing a video with a friend or a person that you are speaking to, and he would be able to see you live on video at that moment, at that precise moment in time. So that is one critique that one could bring up. The other aspect that I wanted to touch, and this is also the way that internet communications changed our society, is the aspect of surveillance. We've been bombarded with messages from time to time during our evolution that we are always being watched. One could mention, for example, Foucault, the example of the Panopticon. During the time that he was writing, the internet wasn't so much powerful, to say the least. However, the internet today has managed, in my opinion, to refine the surveillance, managed to refine it. Because some people are not aware that everything that they put online is never deleted, and it can be traced. Just to bring up a basic example, today an employer could easily go on Facebook, he would check the potential employee's Facebook account, and he would immediately get to know everything about the individual before even meeting him. And this could have also serious implications on our society. Information that we put online as well, it is used for advertising purposes, for marketing purposes. So everything that we put on the internet is basically fossilized. It's basically fossilized. So although everyone is being accustomed nowadays to social media, we should always think, or maybe keep in mind, that the phenomenon of the internet is a relatively new phenomenon, and we don't know so much about it because it's still something fresh for our society. However, on a personal note, I think that technological change is something that should be embraced, because the phenomenon of the internet managed to drive our society forward from an industrial age, to a networked era. And this has changed the way that we conduct business, the way we build relationships, our education system, even our healthcare system, and so on. This is something that we cannot neglect. The internet has become one of the key drivers of social evolution. However, one must note that it has its disadvantages as well as its advantages. And moving forward, I think that we certainly need to know more about this phenomenon and try to anticipate its effect on society in the years to come, for the good of the whole. Thank you.